Well, we have the unique ability tonight to listen to a professional speaker. And I hope I'm not building him up a little too much, but he's going to be in our speech contest, and he is going to be giving a 5 to 7 minute speech that is going to entertain us and inspire us. Well, let me welcome Andy Vargo.
I found the secret to success, and I've got it in my pocket. In just a minute, I'll show it to you. Do you know what it could be? What could be that thing that's the secret to your success? I didn't know it for years. I didn't know that it was so simple to find the secret to not only living a successful life, but a happy life and an overall fulfilling life. It's so simple. Thought I lost it for a minute. It's right here. This is my secret to life. It's an acorn. A teeny tiny acorn that I found while I was walking on a trail. And when I bent over to pick up this acorn, didn't throw my back out, fortunately. I looked up, and there's this giant oak tree. All I could think was that big, mighty, huge tree came from this tiny acorn. Everything that's needed to become this big, giant tree is already inside this little acorn. All it needs is a little love and attention and the right conditions. But all of the potential is already here. But what about us? Do we already have the potential for all of these amazing things, and we don't even know it? We're no different than this little acorn. Now, I'll tell you, when I found that out, when I had that realization, I was so excited. I grabbed this little acorn, put it in my pocket, took it with me along my way, and I felt really good that I can do anything. And pretty soon, I lost my acorn. I lost my acorn. But it doesn't change the truth that I still have potential, and that acorn somewhere can't still become a giant oak tree. But one day I found it again. But it was sad. My acorn was broken. It was in 2 pieces. But guess what? It can still become a giant oak tree. In fact, it might even need to be a little broken. See, there's times in my life where I felt broken, where I was in a toxic relationship, where I had such low confidence that I let my boss yell at me and tell me that I was worthless and that I wasn't even doing a good job, even though I was working day in and day out till midnight and getting back to work at 6 a.m. And I believed him. I was a broken acorn. People were stomping on me and pushing me into the dirt. But you know that dirt helps the acorn grow. That's part of the process. The acorn needs to break. The acorn needs to be pushed and stomped into the dirt, because that's where it's going to get the nurturing and the experience to become this huge giant oak tree. Isn't that timely? Wow. And this oak tree, if we cut it down, think about how many dining room tables that can make, that we can sit around with our loved ones. Think about how many boats that could make, that we could fish for food or enjoyment with our families. Or we could let it grow. And how many other giant oak trees could come from this one giant oak tree? You're all an oak tree. You all have an acorn inside of you. Even if you lose your nut, You still have potential. So, what is the secret to success? What is the secret to living a successful, happy, confident life? It's hope, and it's confidence, and it's knowing that no matter what is going on in your life, you have amazing potential. When you know that you have potential, you won't give up on your dream. When you know that you have potential, you won't have to worry about what happened today or where you've been in the past. Because you are going to be a giant oak tree. And maybe you're not horticulturists and you want to use another metaphor, and that's okay too. Find something that relates to you and know that in your heart, you are ready for great, amazing things. And it all comes down to knowing that a seed is planted in you already. And that everything you are going through, whether you are broken, whether you are stomped into the ground, or whether you are dormant or lost for a while, that all of those experiences are part of your greatness. Thank you.